this picture here, just give it a minute before you put your hand up. Have a look at the image. Very, very powerful image. Also from the book Dust. So we've read Dust, so we have a bit of an understanding of what happens in the book, but we're going to actually deconstruct this image so we have a better understanding of what the illustrators are trying to. So what can we see? What do you see?
You can see there's a poor child on the right, and on the left there's a $2 million wedding.
Fantastic. Can you come and show me? Come and show me.
So here, and this is a poor child.
Okay. So what is that doing when they've put that in there? What is that doing? Layla?
Comparing.
Comparing. What's it comparing?
That the different societies, because the societies are like have money and have food, and then some societies don't really have food and water and anything.
Okay, when you look at that image, what side of the page do you feel like you belong on? What side of the page do you think, or where you might fit? Tamika? And why do you say that? Do you have $2 million? No. I don't either. What makes you think that you fit into that category?
Because it's our country's the third
Is it? It's a first world country, but I know what you're saying. Yes. And what does that mean?
That we're more richer than other countries.
Yes. We're very lucky, aren't we? We're very fortunate to have such a wonderful country, and we don't have what? Are people in our country dying of starvation?
And we don't have dehydration.
We don't have widespread famine, do we? Yes.
When you do that, the man's throwing out his food, and it's like he doesn't even care about what's in the newspaper.
Excellent. What makes you think that?
Because it's been thrown in the bin.
Excellent. So what's symbolic about that? What's telling us that it's that it doesn't mean much?
Because it's in the bin with
Yes.
all food scraps and things like that.
On top of it, exactly. And what do we put in the bin?
Rubbish.
Rubbish. So do you think that this person has really taken into consideration what's in that article?
No.
They may not have even read it. Do you think they're aware?
No.
No.
Do you think they're aware of famine?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Sort of. Sort of.
Maybe.
What's it in? What's the picture in? Is it a big picture?
Yeah.
Yes. Where is the picture? Yes?
In the middle of the paper.
Yes, in the newspaper. So do you think that we know about people that are dying overseas of starvation?
Yes.
Yes, so we're very aware of that, and that's what the illustrator's trying to demonstrate, that we're aware of it, but we're not listening, are we? What else can you see?
That the man has no head.
Good. What do you think? Why do you think the illustrator's done that?
Because they didn't put the head on there purposely because it could be
What?
any of us.
Would anyone like to collaborate on that? Layla.
They didn't put a face there so that person wouldn't feel guilty for what they're doing, but because everyone in who has money and has food and has shelter has done that before, so they don't want to put guilt on one person for them to take all the blame for it.
So do you think it was a smart decision of the illustrator not to include the face?
Yes.
Do you think now that we feel responsible for what's happening?
Yes.
Because that could be us, because there's no face. It's not taking any responsibility. Yes?
The boy is looking directly at you, saying you could be helping me.
Oh,
but
fantastic.
you're not.
So now that we've, and last one, please.
The vectors.
Okay. Well, where are the vectors in that picture? Can you come and show us?
Vectors the boy is looking.
Mm-hmm. Where's he looking?
He's looking at the person that's throwing all the food away, and also here
Mm-hmm. And what does that symbolise, that vector?
it's showing it's saying on this side it's poor and they don't have any food or anything, and this side it's all wealthy and happy.
Seems ridiculously empty, doesn't it? Okay, now that we've read the VLCs and we've commented on what we see, how does it make you feel? A lot of emotions from this picture, I think. Ryan?
Makes me feel unfair because that kid has nothing and the $2 million wedding people, they have lots of money to spend. They couldn't even give a cent to that kid.
Fantastic. How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel guilty because this person is chucking away food when he shouldn't, and that poor person is have
It
nothing
makes
to
me
eat.
feel upset because I know I've done this before and I really want to help these people, but I don't know how I can.
So you're drawn into this picture, and the illustrator has made you feel slightly responsible, slightly guilty. Okay, so I think the
I think
illustrator's
the
done a
$2
good job.
million wedding is being greedy because $2 million just for one day, just for a wedding, and it's taking all the money just for a single wedding when other people need help. And
What is the image trying to tell you? What's the overall message of this picture? Yes.
In some societies, they chuck food out, and in another, it's really poor and hard.
Excellent. So you're looking at the comparison. Fantastic. What do you think?
Sometimes we forget that there's some people who have nothing, and we chuck our food out or we waste our money.
So now we've deconstructed two images together. You're going to go back and complete this task. This is an independent activity for you to complete. You're going to look at this image and you're going to answer those 3 questions we've already done. And we're quite familiar with our VLCs. If you can't remember, what should you do? If you can't remember, if you're thinking of VLCs but you can't remember all of them, what can you do to help you remember while you're at your desk? Who can you ask? Yes?
We can ask the teacher.
Yes? Who else could you ask?
The person sitting next to us, all the other people at our desk.
Fantastic. So you're going to open up your exos. Remember, yesterday we did it on paper in our book, but today we're going, and we wrote it, but today we're going to type it. Okay, so we're going to do it on our exos. What can you see? How does it make you feel? What is the message behind this image? What's the overall, once you've completed that task, I want you to think, if you've got spare time, so extension for those people that have already finished those 3 questions, what visual literacy clues, VLCs, have helped you to decode this image? So then talk about them specifically, if you're a fast finisher.